Hey guys, Sponge Murphy here. So I have another Hobby Hour live episode here. Uh, I have an hour to spare before I have to get something to eat and leave the house for a while. So what better time to get more stuff done? So I'm finally nearly finished the Savage Arcs. I know there's a bit of glare off the window, but hopefully it's not too bad. But basically they're just finished. Just have to do the bases. Just hoping the webcam doesn't go. So another Hobby Hour live episode here. I have the other video on the background. I have an hour to spare. There we go. Yeah, bit of a mix up there, but yeah, I'm kind of happy with how the bone came out a little bit. It's something I think I need to work on a lot more. But they're coming along. So all that's left is the bases and the other. I think all of them except one don't have the weapons in their arms. So this guy had kind of like a bone shield. It's a bit kind of yellowy, a bit kind of pale color. Maybe if I can get the focus a bit better. But it's not too bad. I'm happy with the skin on most of them. I did the little blue kind of scales on some of the cloths. And there you can see the weapon then that I did with the first one, the blue and the kind of white effect on it. So yeah, they're finally starting to come along. I think I might have to change the quality here. Just so I can get it a bit more steadier. Just a quick look at this guy. I know the quality isn't the greatest, but when I do a proper update with the video camera, it should be a lot clearer, but I'm still kind of fiddling around with things. You see the glare is kind of really high on that, the blue color, you can't really see it, but it's basically the same as the axe. So and then just the bases are staying pretty basic. Just a kind of sand base, with a bit of grass. And I was going to put like little bits of stones. Let's see if I can find one on this guy on the base to kind of match the weapons. See, like his earring thing there. Little kind of stones out the sides of that, just to kind of keep in with the continuity of the weapons. So what I'm doing today is I want to get maybe not finished, but at least started on all these other weapons. So what I want to do first is I'll do the skin first. So what I'm using is the Orchid Shade, the old GW foundation paints, and I love these foundation paints. I think they're really good. I was a big fan of the old paints. Well, most of them. Some of them aren't the greatest, and some of them are kind of hard to replace. Like I'm still trying to get a Talon Flesh replacement, so hopefully I should be able to get one soon. I'm going to order some off Element Games, I think. Yeah. So pretty much not. This is the kind of the only hobby I've been doing for the last few weeks. It's kind of hit a bit of a slump. I don't want to start too many things with bases because with 9th edition, just talk about round bases, skirmish sized game. I want to see what the options are. I still have, like, I had it on Twitter. If we turn that a little bit this way. I had it on Twitter that I still have 20 clan rats waiting to be converted. Oh shit! I never thought about leaving these somewhere. I have a paper. Yeah, I have 20 clan rats still to be converted. I don't know whether to put them on round bases or not. But even if the options are round base fur, this is what I'm thinking. The round bases could be, just for the skirmish size game. So it would be kind of nice to do like a little unit up on round basis for it. Um, you know, I did have plans to do like a big unit filler for the Skaven zombies. I wanted something cool in there. What do I have? The High Elf Griffin from the Island of Blood. I was wanting to, I'm just sticking these in the pay here just so it'll hold up. The High Elf on the Griffin, I wanted him to be the unit filler. As if they're kind of after pulling them down out of flight and they're starting to tear them apart. I have a lot of bits from like the giant kit and the Gorgon. Like you can leave body parts around. I want to have a really cool unit filler. But just wait and see then. But it's all speculation really. You really don't know what's going to happen until the 4th of July comes and everything's up for pre-order. I'm just praying that it's not going to be what do you call it? I'm just going to close this. Maybe that might stop from skipping a bit. I'm praying it's not going to be a board game. Like this. That's the one. I have no interest in getting a board game. There's too much stuff going on now. Everyone's just wanting to see what 9th edition is and wanting it to come out. So hopefully it won't disappoint. Yes, outside the hobby, what have I been doing? Not a whole lot. Finally I got to see, which I've had for months and I've never watched it, Captain America 2. It was really awesome. I really liked it. I enjoyed the first one. I thought Captain America 1 was really good. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So the second one definitely didn't fail to disappoint. Here's the banner, which I really don't know what colors I'm going to do yet. The colors on the box is all multicolored. It's all kind of blended in. I think if I'm going for a bit of more wood and maybe skull colors, or maybe I could just do it up in the blue, the same color as the axes. I thought of that now. That might be pretty cool. So I'm just going to be doing the hands on this, and I'm going to be leaving that until I know what I'm going to be doing. I think I will do that. I think I will do the skulls on that blue with the white kind of highlights. Yeah, I'm a comic book collector. I haven't really done a whole lot in the last few months with comic books. I do have my other channel, Comic Book Sponge. There's definitely a link somewhere on my channel to it. I only ever did like 3 videos for it. I don't even know if it was this year or even last year. But yeah, there's like 3 videos on it. I have the big collection of the Marvel graphic novels that come out every 2 weeks. They're still actually going out. I'm on issue number, I think 90 now. It's around here somewhere. Here there's 91. There they are there. Fit it all in. They're big, thick, hardback ones. And they're fun to read. You get like some good stories and some, you can kind of tell some weeks might be a little bit of a filler. But I enjoy reading them and I'm really wanting to get back into that. So keep an eye out on the second channel if you want to check it out if you're into kind of comic books. I definitely want to start getting into that. It's been too long since I've done it. Victor Qualls had a video up about 9th edition, what he was expecting, or what he was wanting to see. And I did leave on it. I think all this talk about a skirmish size game has definitely got me thinking about it. It's something that I think the fantasy game needs on a smaller scale, to get people into it. And it's an expensive hobby, so you're not wanting to pay a whole lot of money to get into it and then not be a big fan of it. So a skirmish size game is definitely something that the game needs. With proper rules, not just like a 500-point game with the same rules, you know, make rules different for a smaller size game. And you know what I'd really love to see on it, but I doubt I will. I'm looking for a colour now before I forget. Would be like a campaign rules, like more campaign rules. Campaigns always looked awesome. They've always, you know, had me interested in them. I know they had the Mighty Empires. Oh, this is a Khemri Brown. This is just for the wooden parts on it. And you know, campaigns where you can keep it going with a friend for a long time. You know, do your own little updates on it, your own little upgrades. You know, just it's a cool thing to do. So that's what I like, skirmish size game with, you know, proper rules and cool campaign mode, kind of, if you will. Should be pretty cool if they ever do it. Or maybe I should have left this brown because some of that green is still wet on the arms. I'll just do the top half of this guy, and then I'll do the weapons. So yeah, some new Space Marine stuff started coming out. They had the Assault Squad. They had, what is that? The Devastators, which I had a video up about. I've always been a fan of infantry. You know, if I wanted to have like heavy support, I'd always, you know, it's cool not having like a tank or two or whatever, but not only your whole army is like tanks. Oh yeah, I have to do blue instead. The Devastators look pretty cool. They have the rocket launcher finally with a little bit of, you know, the rockets shooting out, which is awesome. It's about time they had something like that. What color did I use? Ice blue. I had this ice blue, if you can see it out of the glare, for the base color of the what is it? The kind of weapons. I think they're like the rock weapons or stone weapons, but I wanted to paint them up a little bit different just to give them something. I'll move my phone. A little bit gonna stand out a bitish. So yeah, so the Devastators are cool, you know. There's not, you know, they're nice and everything, but there's not too much of a difference in them. You have like those grav weapons, which are, by the sounds of it, they sound really, really powerful. You know, Mammoth Pen Studios had a comment on the video. He explained what to do. You know, they sound really strong and powerful. But what really got me liking the pool up there. What got me really liking the Devastators was the amount of bits you get in it. I'll leave the shield one. Oh, you get like massive amount of spare parts, I think. You know, it's always great adding little bits to your. Oh, like I'm losing everything. I can't even think straight. To your bits box, that's what it is. You know, like I have a pretty big bits box of fantasy stuff. My 40k stuff is not that much of a big bits box, but my fantasy one is pretty big. And then, you know, I started keeping them separated. Like I have my own little box for the Crypt Horrors and the Vargulfs box. You know, so if I ever need something out of them, they're all in their own little separate box. You know, I have a box for Scave and stuff. So I have another peg here, so can I stick this weapon out? I can just about catch the two bones of the sword here in between. So yeah, maybe some night. I have a free night tonight actually. I might do another live video. I might do like just a live video going through the bits box and I come up with stuff. For the Skaven zombies. It's always cool to try and come up with stuff out of the bits box, and that's basically what I did with it. So I get like the best code on there. The glare, it's a bit bright. The window is like it's really bright here, so the window behind it is shining in like pretty strong. But like a live video going through bits box, looking through stuff what I could use. Do a conversion, do like one Skaven zombie. Actually, it's not a bad old idea. Tonight the girlfriend's going out. My kids should be asleep. What else would I be doing? And I want to sit here playing Xbox all night. So I just do another live video tonight. So maybe that's what I might do. I might convert up one or two, or start the conversions of a Skaven zombie. Maybe I did wire this down a little bit too much. Yeah, I think it's covering now. Oh, I missed the top of this one. One thing I've learned painting these Savage Orcs is that be well prepared. I just kind of went in with just open the box, paint them, and do it. I'm never prepared when it comes to paint and stuff. I never know what colors, what base coats I'm going to use just until a minute before I'm going to start painting. Everything is nearly done on the fly. Will I do this? Yeah, so I don't think I knew about them. I didn't want to do the stone weapons, so I just did them like kind of the blue magic color. So we'll try and stick on it. Yeah, that's on the banner here is what I was trying to get to. I think about doing this either like a bone color. See, I'm not too happy with the bone color that I was doing, or maybe just do it all wooden. I think the wooden one might be a little bit better. I think it would go with the wooden effect. I think if I have something to hold it now, I can start it now. Fit in there. Oh. I know what I'm going to do. It won't be that guy. You want to take one of these off their bases. Surely you can stick to the hole on some of these. Not that one either, apparently. Come on, third time lucky. Gee, some of these, I did have some small. This guy. That's all. I still have one guy left for a paint tutorial, which I'm going to be starting soon. It's the musician guy. So over the next, well, probably most likely starting next week. So over the next couple of days, I'll be starting that. Yeah, that'll just about stay in there. Just get a hold on. You see, I'm totally unprepared for any of this. Like I'm just, it takes no wonder it takes me so long to do anything. Even you see this peg. Yeah, it's gonna hold pretty solid when it's finished. So Camry Brown is what I use for the wooden color. So I'm just gonna use that again. So outside of the hobby, not a whole lot I've been doing. I mentioned a video a long time ago that I played darts. So last night and the night before, I play in Division 2, which we got relegated from. So it's not. I'm going to be in Division 3 next year. With my team, it's a bit wet. Too wet. No, it's fine. the singles event that was on last night and the night before, which everyone from our team got put out in the first round. So it kind of sucks. But it's my first year in a darts league. I definitely improved as a player. It took me a few games to get going. It took me a while to get a few wins under my belt. But once I got my first win in the league, I got 3 in a row. Then I got beat, and then I got another win after that. So I was doing well near the end of the season. There was 9 teams in our league, I think, altogether, including us. So it was a pretty big. It's this one. It's a pretty big league, and Wexford, where I live, there are a lot of very good dart players around. A lot of strong players. You don't really mess around in Division 2 a whole lot. So hopefully next year now I can improve that a little bit more. I pretty much only have 2 hobbies, which is this Warhammer and darts, and I only kind of got into darts the last, really into it this year. I got picked for a team. I was really happy and everything. And I'm playing weekly in tournaments around town. So that's kind of kept me busy as well, since I haven't been able to go back to work. Is this brown working out? I think it will be. I think it's going to be pretty cool if we can do the rest of it justice now. So, yeah, I had on Twitter that I said the plans for the year, for the rest of this year, and basically what it was is, let's get this a little bit here. Whatever 9th edition brings, whatever this Age of Sigmar thing is, like a starter box or whatever. If it's a board game, I'm not getting it. I don't care. No way. I'm not wasting money on a fucking board game. If it's a skirmish size game, then I probably will get it. So whatever that brings, I'll be working on my Skaven zombies. I want to get, I have 20 of them, 20 something. I have 20 of them, and I think I have 2 characters, like a guy with a whip. I can't remember what it's called now off the top of my head. But I want to get them done. I want to convert them up, do another few videos on them. They're pretty cool to do. I enjoy doing them, and I think people like seeing them as well. There's something different. Other thing I have was, I still have my ogre stuff that I got off eBay. Months ago, I have 2 man eaters. I have a gorger, which I actually forgot I had. And what's the one I have? I said the old metal scrap launcher. My other army, I think. Is that the brown's coming up? Looks a bit wet and sloppy here. You might be able to see as much detail on it. But I think it's coming in a line. It will look nice, actually. I'm kind of happy I went with the wooden color. Yeah, ogres is my other army, which I'll come back to eventually. I'd like to do some conversion work with them. The old scrap launcher, which is pretty cool. That's just basically like a big lump of metal. It's crazy. And I think that's all the brown on that. So yeah, I have the Skaven to do, I have the ogres to do, whatever night brings. And I still have a Hell Pit Abomination up there. The plan was for the Hell Pit Abomination, I had a really, really cool idea about it. I'm gonna leave that there now. Basically, it has the regeneration. I think I said this in the last live video. I want to put a fire wizard on the base of them. And since the regeneration, you don't get it if you're hit with flame attacks. It's kind of a nice kind of counter to what he is. and I want to make him an undead one. I think, to go with the Skaven zombies. And I want to do this, the flesh kind of dark and kind of like zombie-ish and green. And I have what do I have? It's the little running guy from the giant kit. I want to cut him in half and kind of have him as if his arm on one arm he has like half him, and the other arm he's after like he still has the legs. He's after ripping him in half. So hopefully if I can make that work. And that little running man, he is hard to get on eBay. I cannot find him. I found him once, but it's not worth the price. The price is fine, but the delivery cost was like no. The thing about eBay that pisses me off, everyone charges a fortune for fucking delivery on it. It's absolutely bullshit. And for such a tiny thing, one little thing, it doesn't need to be in a big massive box. And clearly a lot of them are trying to get money off the delivery costs. Which when I saw stuff on eBay, I never did. And actually the first few times I saw stuff on eBay, I ended up losing money on the delivery. I put delivery like $3.50 and it cost me like €5. So I'm not trying to scam someone out of a couple of euro extra on these bullshit delivery charges. Yeah, but listen to me rambling on. I'm going to have to wait until the green dries and put another coat on now. So I can get the brown on the handles of the weapons done. Oh shit, that shield. Oh no, it needs to be blue. I could have done that as well. I thought it was going to be wooden. It'll just be easier once it's all dry anyway. Oh yeah, I said on Twitter as well, plans for the end of the year or for the rest of the year. I haven't done a painting challenge in a while. Like guys like Warboss Tay, and people who I need like Bear to do sometimes like a month-long painting challenge thing. I did the Terrain Square one, which didn't go anywhere. But if there's another one going, I've kind of been on and off with the whole hobby this year, being sick and everything. So, things are starting to look up a little bit. So hopefully I can get back into it way more. So hopefully if there's a painting challenge, a monthly one or something like that, I most likely will be entering it just to keep me busy and to stay in touch with the community, to see what people are doing and everything. That's always kind of cool to do as well. I enjoy doing them. It kind of pushes you a little bit more. Yeah, the sooner the better these salvage jobs are off this paint list. But they have to be off by this month. I want to get it done before whatever comes on the 4th of July with the Age of Sigmar stuff. Just looking at pieces here. Yeah, no, I keep saying to myself, don't paint the brown. Because everything is still fucking wet. The green as well. You don't want it mixing. Probably put another coat of brown on that. You probably can't see. I wonder if you might be able to see it a little bit better there. Yeah. So I have. Oh, I still have two. I still have the guys with the big stabber. Still to do, which I keep forgetting about. I really have to best these guys. The push. They're on one of those kind of cavalry bases or biker bases if you're a 40k guy. I can't even hold them now. No, you have them like that. I think it's this one. They hold a big stabber thing like that then. Yeah, it kind of holds it like that. I think it gives them impact hits or something in the book. I had to put them in. They're pretty cool. They're nice like that. I have to start basing these. I completely forgot about them two guys up there. I'm looking forward to painting this guy. The painting tutorial. He's pretty nice, you know. And I'm looking forward to painting the skull. You know, I'm trying my best with the bone color. But what I'm more focused on with these guys is the green skin. I think I kind of have it kind of nailed down a little bit. So, you know, a paint tutorial is mostly going to be based on skin. With this guy. Make sure I keep my camera. Yeah, so, you know, I've been rambling on here for a bit. It's called a hobby hour, but I never really last an hour. Tonight, if I do a live on with, you know, going through bits and trying to convert one up, I'll definitely try and keep it going over an hour. Hopefully I won't be as boring. Hopefully I won't ramble on as a bit more. You know, I'll try and be a bit more prepared before I start. What I do on this? I start a bone work really. That's what I do. Might as well start back bone work. I have a Shopty bone, which is the only bone color I have. You know, I'm still looking into getting a new one for that. So yeah. Trying to put a room on my palette. No. Just a little bit of that. This corner up here. Yeah, and I'm fully expecting this Age of Sigmar box, whatever it is coming out, it's going to be. I keep moving away from the camera a little bit. I'm trying to stay in a little bit. I'm fully expecting it to be €100 at minimum. You know, I've been saving up for it. You know, when you have like a family, it's hard to justify spending a whole lot of money on models. But you know, I don't get a whole lot of models that much anymore. I have stuff to keep me going for a while. But it's 9th edition, you know, it's a chance to start fresh with new projects. You know, it's an exciting time, you know, and I'm wanting to get it. And just hopefully it's not a fucking board game, people keep saying to me. You know, I have a friend, I asked him if he wanted to play. He said he doesn't have a clue about it, but he'll come up and he'll give it a go. So, you know, at least I'll get to see what the rules are like. On a bigger scale, the Shopty bone looks a lot nicer. On the little tiny ones, it doesn't look as nice. I'll just spread it around a bit more. You know? And plus, I don't live anywhere near a Games Workshop. I live in Wexford, which is like the southeast of Ireland, right in the corner. And the only Games Workshop in Ireland is in Dublin. I could order. There's a shop that has a few Warhammer bits, but I have so much money built up in my PayPal account. I just want to order straight off the website. And plus, you know, I might be able to get like, if they do like a limited edition type of box thing, we get like something extra or whatever. I want to keep that option there. Because you can't get it in shops. So maybe it might be worth going up to Dublin for the day to get the order and get it delivered to the shop. You know, that's not a bad idea. That's pretty. Just an excuse to have a day out to get up to Dublin. But you know, the rumors, they're saying it's a good and kind of bad, good and dark kind of box in it. Where you have, I think they call it the Heroes of Light or something like that. They're all the humans, which basically like the factions is meant to be like humans and the bad guys or something like that. I'm not too sure. You know, so you could have like a box of Empire human type guys, which doesn't bother me because I've never even had a human army in fantasy. I've had ogres, I've had Skaven. The only human I've painted 2 humans in fantasy. One was the guy on the back of my Skaven zombie general guy. He had him captured. I painted him in the red and white Empire colors. I'm not too sure what colors that is for Empire. I can't remember. But what was the other one? Oh, that little running guy from the Giant kit. You know, these brushes keep fucking falling. Yeah, so you know, I really enjoyed actually painting the Empire guy, the red and white. It was a nice little challenge. You know, I got the white really well on it. I'm holding this not funny plastic now. It was a challenge to paint the white and the red, especially the white. You know, I built it up from the grey, and it came out really nice. It looked really good. So you know, and I've always been a fan of the Empire. My plan for next year was to do Empire stuff, but you know, I don't know what way the fantasy is now. So you know, I've always been a fan of, you know, infantry. So I don't know why I never started the Empire. It completely blanked me. You know, I never looked at him. I never considered him. It was just, yeah, Empire, they're there. Never thought no more. It doesn't really most of it will refuse small bits of mist. You know, I don't want tanks or nothing. You know, if I do an Empire army, it's basically just for me to paint up the show. So I'd have like a lot of cool bits. You know, I wouldn't have a lot of tanks. I know with the battalion you get one tank. So you know you can magnetize it. I have these little tiny magnets. Look at these magnets I have. They're there. I bought these off eBay like a few years ago, and they're absolutely tiny. They're perfect for doing arm sockets maybe on smaller models. So at least you know they can come in handy when I'm wanting to do you know, the Empire cannon. I can convert it up. I can get the 2 cannons instead of just choosing the 1. Yeah, the green is just a little bit brighter, so I can just paint around it. So yeah, so I have to keep checking to make sure it's still, you know, in frame. You know, I'm still trying to get used to doing this whole live hangout live show type of thing. You know, I don't know whether people find it incredibly boring or if they enjoy listening to people talking while they're playing. Especially, I just talk a lot of bullshit. I just ramble on for as long as I can. You know, I should have had a couple of topics on choice. You know, which I will for the next time. You know, tonight will be just you know, the conversion night. Actually, that's what I might call it, conversion night. You know, I should be able to bumble my way through it. Just get this a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, the bone's starting to look kind of decent on it. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to doing the live shows. You know, I tried to get into the sorry, but I still have this fucking cough that won't go away. I'd like to try and get into more hangouts. But if I join a hangout, I'm kind of there and I'm quiet. I like rarely talk that much. You know. But when I'm on this one, you know, it's my live thing. You know, I have to do the talking, you know. So, you know, it's good to make an effort. It's good to try something different. And it can be very it can be very it could be scary trying to do a live hangout, you know? Like how many, like realistically, the last hangout I did it got like 17 views after it stopped. You know, that's only 17 people are gonna see that video. And you still think, oh, it's terrifying going in front of a live camera. Like most people won't even go in front of a camera to record for YouTube, you know? It takes a while to get over that little hump. You know, and this is only the second live show I've done. So hopefully, you know, I can keep it up. I can improve myself doing it. I can improve the quality of the videos and everything, you know. And when I think this is coming, it's an exciting time. I'll be doing a lot more videos. I'll be doing unboxings. You know, I'll be looking at all the new stuff that comes with 9th edition. You know, there'll be live shows a lot more, hopefully. And like this is an early time. I should have said this at the start. It's like 5 to 12 in the morning. Well, it's 11:56 a.m. now. You know, in Irish time. The only kind of free time I get is, you know, between 9 and 1 o'clock when my girlfriend is in work, my kid is in creche, and this is the only kind of free time I have where I can undisturbed time, you know. And maybe at night time a bit more. You know, tonight she's going out. It's my sister's birthday. They're all going out, so it's just me and Martin here. He'll be asleep. I'll be disturbed for a few hours. Hopefully, the lighting in the sitting room here won't be too bad. I should be able to do a hangout tonight, you know, as long as everything looks nice, you know. I'm gonna paint the ropes on that banner just what I'm here. You know, hopefully it should be alright tonight. The lighting is the only problem. You see now it kind of looks a little bit decent. I have the window with a lot of daylight coming in through it. If anything, it's a bit too bright. There's a lot of glare on it, really. At night time, I have to depend on the light, the sitting room light, which, you know, it's just going. I'll have to work around it. I'm still kind of working around on this hangout stuff. What the goal is really, I'd love to be able to do like a weekly hangout. You know, at a certain time every week at the same day. You know, like the other channels I watch, apart from Warhammer, is basically all Pokemon channels. Pokemon players would play the game. You know, I'm a big Pokemon fan. I have a lot of the games. I still play. I still do make like slightly competitive teams. You know, I enjoy watching them, and they like to do their live shows, do whatever. That's like, you know, they're very kind of professional when it comes to it. You know, they have the same show every week at the same time. You know, and they get like a lot of good viewers for it. They get a lot of subscribers. You know, they really do put in the work. You know, and that's what I'd love to aim to be like, a successful channel with still friend, yeah. You know, with a live show going at the same time. You know, that gets viewers. You don't just rely on people watching it after the live show stops, you know. Because you know, once the live show stops, like they're like an hour long more, or even just a small bit less or whatever, you know. The whole point of a live show is not to watch it after, like, you know. And all that pretty much it's all on me to do it, you know. If I'm wanting to get that live show slot every week to be reliable, to get to, you know, be consistent, it's all on me. I have to try and do it. That's the plan anyway. I'm painting at all these awkward angles now. I may just, you mightn't be able to see it for a minute. Oh, you can't see it slightly. I put a video a long time ago about doing a shed out the garden. You know, that was going to be getting done. You know, but as I said before, like, I got sick. I'm constantly sick all the time. I don't work. I can't work. But now things are looking up a little bit. I might be able to get that shed a lot sooner than later. So, you know, once I can get electricity out there, once I can get, you know, internet connection out there, you know, there you go. I have my place. I should be able to do a lot more stuff. You know, I'll have my own station, my own desk, you know, my own room, my own shed, like a whole big shed to myself. As good as it sounds, hopefully it will work out. I'm just trying to concentrate on this lumpy bits here. You know, it's up to yourself how, if you want your channel to grow, then you have to put in the work. Last year my channel grew a good bit. I was putting out a good amount of videos, stuff that I was interested in. What I like other stuff videos I love to do is paint tutorials and battle reports, but I'm limited to what I can do. Um, my channel grew a bit last year. This year it didn't grow as much because I've hardly been doing a whole lot. But hopefully with this the second half of the year now, it's June, it's coming up to July. Hopefully I can get it all back on track. My views are down, everything was down. Hopefully I can build it back up. Yeah, do them ropes. So if there is, I have one viewer now, so whoever it is, thank you very much for watching. I can't see the comments. Maybe I can, if there is any. I doubt there is. No, I can't. I have to open up a new tab and everything, and just I have an awful feeling my computer will struggle if I start doing that. So you know what? Maybe it won't. I'm not trying to do it now. Google Chrome. Let's get a new one going. Let's go and leave that down for a second, just while I check this out very quickly. Let's go to YouTube. No, I don't think you can see if there is anything. No, there's nothing down here. Okay, click on the links button, but now it's not going away. Oh, there it is. There's a group chat here, but there's no one else on this hangout with me. Oh yeah, the other thing on this, you can do a screen share, which I wanted to do when I was looking at the GW pre-orders, but it was a little bit laggy. It kept skipping. The quality wasn't the best. It would have been really great if I could have done that with it. Instead of just putting a video camera, I'd love to get like a really good, decent screen capture software. Some of the ones I was looking at were like really expensive for what they do, Yeah, I think this hangout is taking a lot of interest. So I'm just going to leave it. It's not really loading up there, so it's going to work away on these ropes. Yeah, about getting base colors on these. It's the worst thing because when you're doing all this, it takes ages for the model to take shape. It looks really bad at the base colors. Then once you put your wash in or whatever, and sort out the other colors and everything, it really starts to take shape. I left too long with these Savage Orcs. They're only starting to take shape now. Like they're really starting to look like Savage Orcs with all the other weapons painted. Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm still in frame there. I'm trying not to get any of this brown on the skull. A bit of a paint to cover over. Yeah, so the good thing about these live shows, you can paint along with them. That's what I used to love doing, the Google Hangouts. They were always, cool to paint along with, listening to guys chatting. I was always the guy in the corner, saying nothing, very quiet in the group chat. You'd most likely forget I was there. But they're great. It's nice to have a community to paint along with these live shows and hangouts. If anyone wants to join, you doing any of these, just drop me a comment, leave me a message, whatever, for definite. The more the merrier, I think. As long as my computer and internet can handle it, I'll give it a go. Just a small little bit of brown through around the eye socket here. As long as I don't, nice and steady. And I still have this fucking cough that won't go away. Hopefully it's not blaring the noise out. I know Spud Tate does a lot more hangouts. There's always invitations from Google Plus coming in from him. But I think he does like a lot of Mantic stuff. I have no interest in doing that. I'm pretty much a GW fanboy. And I'll say that easily. I am pretty much a GW fanboy. I'm not into other miniature games. I'm not really into other miniature companies, It's the GW stuff that I like. And, I just stick to it. The company does have its downsides. They're too expensive. But, like, what can I do? I'm not going to be able to change any of that. I'm just going to put a second coat of the brown on now. The Khemri brown, wherever I left it. And there it is. Yeah, oh shit. It's 12:10, so I'm going to put this on very quickly so I can get something to eat before I head off to meet. Oh, I don't even have to head off to meet the missus. But I was thinking about heading off. Just so I can, tidy up a bit so it looks like I did something around the house today. I think I might water this down just a little bit more. When you're putting these foundation pens on, you definitely have to water them down a little bit. I like putting the second coat of this on just to make sure there's no white pieces left noticeable. And I pretty much base everything white. It's just the way I am. It's just I find it easier to paint with the GW white spray can. I have tried to get other base sprays, white. There's an art shop near me. A pretty good art shop, and I thought for definite they're gonna have something. But it was, I think the brand was Montana Gold or something like that. And the woman in the shop recommended it to me. And it was fucking bullshit. It was shit. That's a little bit of boring, so I painted the brown by accident. It came out in spots. It came out fucking thick. It was absolutely useless. I tried it a couple of times, couldn't get it to. Now maybe it was just a bad can, but I did with it. It was fucking useless. So I know the GW ones are expensive, but they work for me, Just a little bit of brown there that I missed. Yep. Pretty much nailed it. It is nice to see like a totem pole type thing instead of a banner. It's the same thing, like it's the same rules, but it's nice to see it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I haven't had any bloody breakfast. I am bloody starving. See if I can get the YouTube page just up. I'll spend this last few minutes filling up it, so let's have a look. Capture, cameraman, controller. Yeah, the controller's pretty handy. You can set like the audio. I'm always wary about the audio with this because I'm just using it from the camera. I do have the headphones, which I can't use tonight because Martin will be here, so I have to keep an eye out in case he starts waking up. But maybe the headphones is something I might use in the next one. Let's see. I'll put this link in here. I don't know whether it's my computer or my internet, but this computer is only new and it's a lot of bullshit. It struggles on like fucking everything. I'm not really a computer guy. I know how to do stuff. I know how to do basic stuff, but I don't think it could be the internet. I think it could be just the computer. Actually, might be a little bit boring looking at this. So all I want to do is screen share. Let me show you how bollocks slow this can be. Yeah, it's not even loading up. Come on. Yeah, I forgot it's not working. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm waiting for the hands to dry so I can do. I should be able to get these hands, and weapons here. I should be able to get all these done pretty handy and pretty quickly. They're not a whole lot into it. Yeah, so that's it. So for the one viewer that's there, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna put a notice out for tonight. I'm gonna have to wait and see because I'll be getting something to eat by the time man goes to sleep and everything. I don't know what time I'm gonna be streaming tonight. Most likely about 9, 10ish around that. I don't know. So just look out for it in the descriptions. I won't put anything, like a schedule thing up now or anything, just in case something does go wrong. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a comment. Let me leave feedback. Basically, that's all I'm looking for. And I appreciate it. That one viewer there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tonight. Hopefully, peace.